Hey, this is Philip Henry, and I'm sure you all know me from my first album, Songs About Girls, which has been streamed literally dozens of times since it was released a couple of years ago. Something I wish I'd done when I was making Songs About Girls is this. I wish I'd done a making of the album, because it took a long time and it was a steep learning curve. I had to learn how to do a lot of things, and I just wish I'd made a record of that. So I'm going to try and do this. I'm not very good at keeping diaries and keeping blogs and doing things regularly, but I'm really going to try on this album. So the first step, second album is written. The last song was just finished a couple of days ago. It was the hardest. It was the one that was giving me a lot of bother, and the reason I haven't got started until now, even though we've been in lockdown for a year. As you can see by Marilyn here, it is the 1st of April now, Thursday, 1st of April. So yeah, I had a lot of other writing projects to get done, and this is why I'm going to get into the album now, because I've finally cleared the decks. So the first thing we're going to do, like I did with the first album, is demo all the songs, which basically just means grab a guitar and drum machine and just bang them out to get the structure of them and to hear what they all sound like together. On my last album, I remember I did this in my kitchen of my previous flat on a tape recorder. Yeah, tape. Yeah, ask your grandparents about tapes, kids. I just turned on the tape recorder and I just sang them into my tape recorder in my kitchen. It was really echoey, so it had a nice bit of reverb going on. So that's what I'm going to do from this point on. I was really happy with how Songs About Girls turned out, but if I had one thing I'd like to change about it, it was I had to use programmed drums. I played everything and sang everything on that album, and I can't play drums. And even if I could play drums, I had no way of recording them in my house. The whole album was made in my house as well, in this room mostly. So yeah, I had to learn how to program the drum machines, which is why they're probably a bit over the top in places, and several drummers have told me since, like, they would not relish trying to replicate those drums live, because obviously I don't think like a drummer, because I'm not a drummer. So I program drums that any real drummer would just cringe at the thought of trying to play them. But this time around, my mate Paul Carew, who I went to Barnsley College with, who's a proper drummer, is going to do the drums for me. So I'm going to give him click tracks and send them over to him. He lives in Telford, in Shropshire, and he's going to record them on his proper drum kit and send them back to me. And so I'm going to have real live drums on this song, which is magic. So that's the first step. I will get back to you after I've done a few demos, I guess. Stay tuned.
You were the first girl I